Yo, what up, everybody? Episode 16, Snoopy Norm. We talking about parents okay with sleepovers. How y'all feel about sleepovers? Parents, do you agree with sleepovers? Are you good with sleepovers? Or it's not happening? Your child not going to a sleepover? You not having no sleepover? I put it out on Instagram, and I got some mixed reviews, some mixed responses, mixed comments. So we already kind of sparked this out before we made it official for you. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the YouTube channel at Snoopy Norn. The link is in the bio. Follow the Instagram at Snoopy Norn and the YouTube link in the bio. So I got people who say it depends, and I got people who say it's no sleepovers popping off. I got Krista on Instagram. She said her son would sleep by his cousin's house and his cousins could sleep by her house. Tracy on Facebook said, no deal. Nigga said it depends, but it's still a high no. Straight Jig on Instagram said, I think personal experience got a lot to do with their decision. Your girl I had talking to Nikki said our kids can have a play date so we can arrange a sleepover. This ain't the platform for that, my boy. You gotta slide to the DMs with that, my boy. But let's go back to what Nikki said. Nikki said it depends, but it's still a high no. So if it's a high no, what do it depend on? What is it going to depend on for you to agree to a sleepover? For me personally, there's no sleepovers. It's not happening. Now my babies got cousins, and they had a sleepover. They had a sleepover when they was a little bit younger, with at my auntie house. When they all little girls, and they all wanted to have a sleepover by my auntie house, and that was cool. But my auntie was conscious enough to know, coming from my wife, how she would feel about a sleepover. And I think my uncle was out of town. I love my uncle. I trust my uncle with my life. I trust my uncle with my kids. But I guess as women, they understood how each other would feel about having a sleepover with girls and having a man at the house, regardless of uncle or not. So she reassured my wife, hey, my uncle out of town. It's just her with the girls. So, you can relax. And that's appreciative, and that's what people. That's the stuff that people worry about. Even though it's your uncles, even though it's your cousins, even though it's your close friends, whenever there's a man involved and it's little girls or little children, men are, you got to know as a man, you look that kind of sideways, not sideways, but people got to be cautious. So I'm not with sleepovers whatsoever. My daughters are 6 and 3 years old, and I let my oldest know she's 6'9". When she was 3. I think a little kid at the school had invited her to a sleepover. And I explained to her and broke it down to her that we not doing no sleepovers unless it's with your little cousins. Because I can't keep you safe at somebody else's house. I don't know what's going on at somebody else's house. I don't know what they do. And I'm not there, and I can't get there quick enough if something happened. So your safety is my priority. So she understand that. She wasn't down about it. She wasn't sad about it. I talked to her not like a baby. I talked to her like a person, and she understood why she can't go to sleepovers. Let me get into some of y'all comments because I see y'all flying off. I'm going to be a little back because I'm scrolling back up. So y'all bear with me. Alexis on Instagram saying, my child got daddy side siblings. That's the only sleepovers. Your brothers and your sisters can stay over. I feel that. Tracy says, some kids are exposed to way too much, so they couldn't come to my house, and I didn't trust who was at their house. That's another thing. So if you agree to a sleepover, you might know the parents. It might be your cousins, might be your aunts, might be your uncles. And you know the parents. But these kids, the kids that they're raising, might be way more exposed to stuff and allowed to do stuff that your children not exposed to and that your children not allowed to do. So by you allowing them to have a sleepover, you exposing them to the same stuff that these kids exposed to, even though it's not what you practice in your house. It's not what's going on in your household. So when you agree to a sleepover, you damn near allowing your kids to walk into life and walk in the shoes that these other kids walking in. The stuff they exposed to and got going on in their house, you allowing your kids to be a part of that. So you got to know, sleepover is as innocent as it may be. These kids live different than your kids. She got a parent on Instagram say, I'll have the sleepovers in my house. I get that. Me, as a man, I'm not having no sleepovers. You can't go to nobody's house, and I'm not having no sleepovers at my house. Like I said, unless it's your little cousins. And I can say your little cousins because I'm close with all my cousins. It's trust between me and all my cousins. We more like brothers and sisters. We all grew up together having sleepovers at each other's house. Some of my cousins live out of town, and I'm going to stay by them for the summer. Me and my other cousins stayed next door to each other, literally, the house next over to each other. And we slept by each other all the time. And then there was times when our mamas wouldn't let us sleep by each other's house. And we right next door to each other. Used to piss us off as children. Like we right next door to each other. Why we can't spend the night by each other's house? But as you get older, you realize it's more than just a sleepover. What y'all saying on... Let's get back to the comments on Instagram. Alexis said, everybody kids not innocent like your kids, and you got to know who you sending your kids off to. Exactly. You exposing your kids to a lifestyle or things that they ain't been exposed to and what they don't do in your household. What you don't even do as a parent in your household, these other parents do. Whether it's smoking, whether it's drinking, whether it's staying up all night long. Yanni on Instagram say, shit not just men, women and men. Can't put nothing past nobody. Listen, absolutely. I mean, we all know that the natural and normal stereotype is men, but as we done found out, women ain't no better. The numbers might be higher for men who have these issues and things going on, but women doing the same stuff too. So you can't just think it's just men. Alexis on Instagram said, y'all can come play for a little while, but staying over just no for me. I agree. Nika with the dread saying some kids be too advanced and exposed to things my children may not be exposed to. Right, I covered that. And Krista on Facebook said times have changed. Times definitely changed. But this is what I think about that. I don't think times actually change. The same stuff that's going on now was going on when we was younger and when the older generation was younger. But I think the difference is we more aware of it. We could see it now. Before, you didn't hear about any incidents happening unless it made the news. If it ain't make the news, you ain't know nothing about it. Shit could have happened around the corner. Little child could have got whatever. If it ain't make the news, you ain't know about it. But now we're in the era with social media. Everything that happened at the drop of a hat, you know about it. So we know about every instance and every situation that take place as soon as it happened. Or if we don't hear about it, we go back and find out about it. So I don't think things change, but I think we're more aware. So our senses is more heightened now, where we might have been a little bit ignorant back then, where we thought it was cool, where you thought you had to only worry about the creepy uncle or the creepy neighbor. But now that we got social media, we can see that it's everybody, the most trustworthy people. And we ain't gonna even get into the church stuff about the pastors, because that's been going on forever. And people have been trusting them forever. And once we got into the era of the news era and the media cycle and social media, we found out all the stuff that had been going on with these churches and had been buried and not talked about and swept under a rug for years. She got a parent say my baby's 6 and she hasn't wanted to sleep over at all. Like I said, my baby's 6'9", and she asked about going to a slumber party when she was like 3, maybe 4, something like that. And I broke it down and explained to her about her safety. And my job as her daddy is to keep her safe. And she my responsibility. And I'm not there if something happened to her. And I can't get there fast enough if something happened to her. And she totally understood it. Wasn't sad about it. Didn't whine, didn't mope. Didn't complain. Didn't ask about it again. She already knew. But then, like I said, she had a sleepover with all her cousins. There's about 4 of them. They all girls. All around the same age, they had a sleepover at my auntie house. And like I said, my auntie reassured my wife that my uncle was going to be out of town. Even though we trust my uncle and I trust my uncle, she know, my auntie know as a woman, you know, how people feel about their kids. So she just went on ahead and reassured my wife, look, my husband going to be out of town, so it's just me and the girls. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. Your girl I had say, little girl ain't understand. Little girl ain't understand. She just know her daddy nuts. My baby understand very well. I take my time and explain everything to my child. I don't fuss at him. I don't just tell him because I said so. I explain situations and scenarios and why I'm saying whatever I'm saying. and what my job is. My babies know my job. My number one job is to protect them. Above everything else, my job is to protect them. And I told them if they ever in any situations when all these school shootings and stuff was going on, I told them in any situation, I'm coming. Don't ever second guess that you out there by yourself or you ain't got, cause I'm coming. I'm coming. It's as simple as that. I don't care what's going on. Where you at, you lost, something happening, is a intense situation, just know daddy coming. And they understand that. And I'm making sure they understand that because I'm coming. She got a donkey said, but I'm too overprotective to allow my baby to be in anybody's house without me. Yeah, and I think a lot of people, so I had a couple people who commented and said, they the neighborhood mom. All the kids come over to their house. And my thing is, who are these parents that's so comfortable with allowing their children to be at your house? You might be a cool woman. Look nice on the outside. Kids look nice. But where's the level of trust coming from that's allowing them to have their kids at your house? I don't have it. I'm sorry. You could be the best person in the world. I don't know you. I don't sleep at your house. I don't know how you handle things. I don't know how you keep your house, how you upkeep your house. No matter how good you might seem, I gotta worry about that. I can't make no mistakes when it comes to my baby's safety. I can make a lot of mistakes about other stuff, but when it comes to their safety, no mistakes allowed. No mistakes allowed. Yo, girl, I had to say Snoopy knowing a little something. You know the name of the series, my boy. Jay Nash say the girls got plenty of little girls' cousins they could kick it with. Exactly. Exactly. Straight Jig said, what? That boy ain't used to want to eat vegetables at dinner time. No, I don't know what this man talking about. I don't know what they talking about. What they got going on. Let me keep scrolling. She got a panel say, I'm a single mama, so I'm cool with the kids coming here. When men are involved, it gets a little intricate depending on them. Yeah, you got to fill people out. If the daddy is involved, you don't want to label. You're not labeling nobody. But I got to be cautious. And part of my cautiousness is my baby can't sleep nowhere. My baby can't sleep nowhere. I got to be there. Now, we going to have a sleepover, and me and my wife could stay there or stay downstairs or something like that. If it's that deep where they just got to have a sleepover, okay. But I got to be there. There's no way I'm going to allow my child's safety to be up to somebody else if I can help it. Outside of school, they got to go to school. They got to interact. They got to, but a sleepover in your bedclothes at night, sleep, unaware of what's going on, no. That's my responsibility, and I refuse to allow to roll the dice and just hope these people are good people and they're not gonna do nothing to my child. Alexis said, "Mama probably got people in and out the house. Kids just seeing anybody over. Here ain't no company." That's what I'm saying. As a parent, you don't know how these other parents rocking. You don't know who these parents got coming to the crib. You don't know who these parents, what relatives these parents have, what crazy brother they got. What crazy cousin they got that's coming over to the house, or what situation this house is in. Police kicking in the door. You never know, you know what I'm saying? You got to be prepared for all that. You got to think about all that. You can't just look at these people and say they good people, they got a nice house, they child nice. You got to go 2 and 3 levels deep when it comes to a sleepover. Aline Nash just joined on Facebook. Straight Jig say liquor got me slizzard. Yeah, dog. I said I was gonna stop drinking on episode because my tongue be getting twisted, my words be slurring. Jay Nash said this ain't nothing new. We just ain't going for none of that. Jay Nash, black folks was sweeping stuff under the rug and protecting the abusers. Woo! That's another episode we can get into. Families that protect abusers. Y'all know what be going on. Y'all know. Keep him away from Uncle Jimmy. Keep him away from Cousin Danny. He touched too much. He hug and won't grab you up. And y'all know what these people doing, but y'all just brush it under the rug. Yeah, that's a big problem in the black community. And I'm going to say the black community because that's a community I'm a part of. It might be a big thing in other communities. I know Hispanics and Mexicans got a lot of that going on too. Alexis said, I'm a young parent and I see a lot of girls raising their kids based off how strict their parents were. So they try to be everything but the mean parent. Kids need structure. Alexis, you just got comment of the night. Let me go ahead and pin this comment right now. Alexis just got comment of the night. She talking about young parents who try to offset how their parents raised them. Their parents were super strict. So when they turn out to be parents, they want to be super lenient. And that ain't good because like she said in other episodes I done got into about this, kids need structure. Kids need structure, kids need protection, and kids need to be raised the right way. Y'all, if y'all hear my mother-in-law in the kitchen, I told her I'm recording. She ended up chopping it up, talking, cleaning dishes. Told her quiet on the set. What you gonna do? What can I do? Anyway, moving along. Aline Nash said no sleepovers. So I think we all on point with that. Let me scroll up. Chutter said my house was the house and I didn't know half the parents. I wonder how they allowed it to happen. Yeah, growing up I had a bunch of friends that slept at my house. I had one of my partners lived at my house for a while when his mom was having a situation. And they had to move. He lived at my crib for a little minute. They ain't know my mom and daddy like that. And my daddy was in the house. My mom and daddy lived together. I had 2 younger brothers. We lived in the hood. But they ain't know my mom and daddy like that. They ain't know what was going on in my house like that. So what allowed them to think that was okay? And just by, the grace of God, my mama and my daddy was good people. We had a good household. We had a safe environment. We had structure in our household. So they was probably better off than at their own house, honestly. But I don't understand parents who just allow that. Straight J said, sad we even got to think about all this nowadays. It's sad, but I'm glad we thinking about it. Because we got to think about it. It's our children. What is this lady doing? Oh my God. Anyway, y'all. What was I saying? We got to think about it. If we don't think about it, we leave our kids susceptible to dangers. And that wouldn't be doing our job. So it's sad we got to think about it, but it's a good thing that we're responsible enough to think about it. I ain't seen, when I put the poll out there, not too many parents was just like, yeah, they okay with sleepovers. They was like, it depends, or they cautious, but nobody just was okay with sleepovers. Let me scroll up on these comments. Alexis said she had a friend, her mama dropped her off and pulled off. Her mama would never. Just like today, folks let anybody babysit for a night out. Babysit at home and drink some wine. Now listen, there was a previous episode when we got into this girl who dropped her kids off at the overnight daycare. Y'all don't believe in sleepovers, but y'all okay with the child going to an overnight daycare. I don't see the difference. I do not see the difference. Nighttime is a different monster. We understand anything can happen in the day, anything can happen anywhere. But nighttime is a different. The freaks come out at night. Things happen at night. People disappear at night. Yeah, we know what happened in the daytime, but we know the stigma of nighttime. You walk home from the park in the daytime. You ain't walking home from the park at night. Or you a little more cautious walking home from the park at night. When nighttime is involved, shit different. Straight J said he can't at you, Alexis, but she's spitting the facts. She really had 2 comments of the night all in one. Bruh, this lady is wilding out. I told her quiet on the set when I started. So anyway, we could I think we all on the same accord with the sleepovers. Ain't nothing popping off with sleepovers. Family, close family, very, 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 very close friends. And I mean, it's got to be somebody you grew up with for majority of your life. And you got to knew their husband from a majority of time. Because even then, I'm still iffy about that. But I want to, so I wanted to touch on the sleepover thing. But then I wanted to get into these conspiracy theories that I've been seeing floating around. And I just want to know what type of conspiracies do I have following me? Like, do y'all believe in conspiracy theories? Do y'all have a conspiracy that y'all believe is real? Or like kind of pique y'all interest? I know I had brought the conversation up with my cousins, and they was talking about a whole bunch of stuff. They brought up a thing about mermaids. Like, if you on TikTok, if you got a TikTok and you active on TikTok and you into this type of stuff, it's whole genres full of conspiracy theories and different levels of conspiracy theories. So that's what we talking about. Episode 18, I wanted to talk about the parents. Do y'all agree with sleepovers? And then I wanted to jump into some of these conspiracy theories that be floating around and see what people actually believe in or don't believe in. Like, I got a homeboy. He don't believe that he don't believe dinosaurs ever existed. Like, he don't believe dinosaurs real. And it blew my mind. This was years ago when he told me this. I had never heard this shit before. I'm like, what you mean they ain't real? Like, we see museums with the bones. We see them out there digging the bones up. What you mean they not real? Straight Rock said earth flat. I ain't a flat earther. Now, if you believe the earth flat, I need you to tell me why the earth flat. Straight J said, dude seen a dinosaur in the yard across the street. What? On TikTok. You allowed to find anything on TikTok. Rock said alligators, dinosaurs. So apparently, alligators, not really dinosaurs. Dinosaurs more related to birds. Apparently. Which I learned that a long time ago, but now they're getting further into it that dinosaurs might not have even been the reptiles that we think they, all the Jurassic Park and stuff where they look like reptiles. They look like big lizards. They look like rhinos. They now saying that dinosaurs probably looked like birds. Had feathers. Straight J say chicken dinosaurs. Rock said right, bird dinosaurs, giant chickens. Yo, no. So let's roll with this dinosaur one. So they showed a fossil of a rabbit. The fossil of a rabbit looked like a vicious animal. Like it got the fangs, the long head. It looked like a vicious animal that would look like a dinosaur. It looked like something that would hunt you, a tiger or something. But in reality, we know what a rabbit actually looked like, what a bunny looked like. And so what they saying, they came up with this theory, but they didn't equate what these fossils of normal everyday animals look like with their actual skin and fur and stuff. Straight J said, I seen something where they out the vibes together wrong. What? Where they put the vibes together wrong? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's a typo. This man put the bones together wrong. Of course they put bones together wrong all the time. All the time. But yeah, so apparently now they backtracking and saying that dinosaurs look more like birds. Or like Rock and Straight Jig said, giant chickens. And that's crazy. We've been taught since grade school dinosaurs was cold-blooded reptiles, carnivores, meat eaters, and that might not even be the case at this point. Your girl I had said Jig drunk too. He gotta be. That boy be having some typos. But my homeboy, he don't even believe dinosaurs exist. Straight J said he looked like an ostrich. Exactly. So what's the big dinosaur with the big long neck with the brontosaurus? Is that what it is? Y'all help me out. I've been out of school a long time. But whatever it is, the big one with the big long neck, and they want to depict them as having like reptile skin. But it probably looked like an ostrich. It was a big ass ostrich. Your girl I had said, man, what y'all talking about? We're on conspiracy theories, my boy. You believe in dinosaurs? You think they existed or they didn't exist? I got a homeboy, he told me, so I can't get the story out because I keep reading the comments. He told me he didn't believe dinosaurs existed. His number one reason for not believing dinosaurs existed, which blew my mind again, was because they wasn't in the Bible. First of all, this nigga don't even read the Bible. So, nigga, if they was in the Bible or not, you wouldn't know if they was in the Bible unless somebody told it to you. His number one reason for believing they wasn't real is because they not in the Bible. His other reason for not believing it was because he didn't think the bones was real. He thought it was just some plastic shit that they put together. He didn't believe they was really finding bones. And I had never heard nobody who actually thought this and believed this. And I asked people about it on Twitter. This was years ago. And there's other people who don't believe dinosaurs ever existed. Straight J said, no, where the footage at? Now, what I can say, and what is always up for debate is, did people and dinosaurs ever live together at the same time? And which is crazy to believe that they say that we didn't live amongst each other. I don't know how that's possible. At some point, somebody had to cross paths. My mother-in-law is cutting up in there, y'all. I apologize. What can you do? Crazy is crazy. Episode 18, Snoopy Norm. We talking about, now we moved on to conspiracy theories. So we talked about the dinosaurs, how all this time we thought they was reptiles and looked like alligators and a big T-Rex that we used to seeing, but they could very well look like goddamn bunnies. They could very well have looked like bunnies and chickens and ostriches. Jay Nash said, you ain't seen Jurassic Park? I seen Jurassic Park, but they all painted them as reptiles. And we know they were related to birds, but they always painted the image as a reptile, like ferocious looking animal, when they could very well have not looked like that. Straight J says, so we ain't never lived with chickens? What's this man talking about? What? What's another conspiracy theory y'all believe in? So my cousin was bringing up this thing about mermaids. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like, it ain't no human fish. I feel like I know that. I feel like biology would tell me, my common sense and biology tell me, mermaids ain't real. But at the same time, I don't think inside the box. I think outside the box. I'm like, we run into different species of things all the time. It's deformities in humans all the time. We see people with all these type of deformities. Who's this? Oh, this lady is really in there talking loud as hell, moving dishes, and I'm getting upset. I told her I was about to record at 8 o'clock. I need quiet on the set. I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset. But anyway, I don't even know what I was saying, y'all. I don't even know what I was saying. Let me read the comments. Straight J said we never landed on the moon. I used to believe we landed on the moon. But nowadays, who knows what the fuck really happened? They ain't never want to go back to that motherfucker. It wasn't that interesting enough to go back. It's not nothing else they can figure out from going back. They keep saying they destroyed all the technology. The moon landing was in, what, 1960 something? Yeah, that's crazy. That don't make no sense. Everybody love Ray. Just join the Instagram. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button on Facebook for me. Episode 18, Snoopy Norm. We in the conspiracy theories right now. What y'all believe in? Y'all got any crazy conspiracy that y'all heard of or know about that y'all might actually believe? This one that I've been running across lately. The dude with the time machine shed. His shed was, somebody went in his shed, never came out, until like the next day, but came out as an older man. He went in as a young dude, came out as a young man. So he trying to figure out, was there some type of time machine involved? Put that to the side. It was a funny situation, but time travel. Y'all think that's real? Y'all believe in time travel? Y'all think that's possible? Y'all think time travel possible? Straight J say time traveling garbage. Why you think time travel? But do you think time traveling is real? Could it be a possible thing? Could it really happen? What y'all see? If y'all on the page, your girl I have. What you think? You think time traveling is a real thing? You think it actually happened? I want to know what y'all got to see. Cause I got an opinion on it, and I think I probably know more about it than y'all. Cause I be on the conspiracy theories too. How the fuck you think Trump got rich? Sports almanac. Your girl I had said, I think y'all high as a kite. Why we gotta be high? I'm just talking about conspiracy theories, dog. Y'all just basic to where y'all don't even have, like, y'all don't believe in none of these conspiracies? Whether it be 9/11, whether it be the moon landing, whether it be the JFK murder, whether it be the Martin Luther King, you don't have no type of conspiracy theory that you done sat and thought about and wonder how real it is, or if it's real at all, or something you feel like is 100% real. I feel like people gotta stop taking themselves so serious and dismissing everything. Conspiracy theories exist for a reason. It's some truth in all of them. The whole alien situation, y'all believe in aliens? I won't get into that in these next couple episodes. The next couple episodes, I won't get into all these different conspiracies and things that people dismiss on the regular. And why do we dismiss it? Why we just think this shit ain't real, it ain't happening? What conditioned us to think like that? And if it's a conspiracy theory, where it came from? I'm about to kick your girl I had out of here. He too negative. Tupac, the Tupac being dead, the Elvis being dead. There's a whole bunch of shit. I'm trying to figure out. So me, I'm the only person. I know me and my brother talk about shit all the time. Don't nobody else believe in conspiracy theories. Don't nobody else believe in shit that's unexplained, that they done heard about, that they believe. Nobody. So I shouldn't do a conspiracy theory episode because I need to find an audience that's into that. Because apparently y'all ain't into that. See Ryder just joined on Facebook. What up? Hit that like button for me. T Walker on Facebook. Hit that like button for me. Nobody believe in conspiracies? Nobody believe in conspiracies. But this is where I'm at with the time travel. Dion running a 4.140. Nobody saw it. That's a fact. Nobody saw it, right? It wasn't on camera. But look, this is where I'm at with the time travel. Hit me out. Check me out. If time travel can time travel be real? And if it's real, hold on. She got a panel say the disappearance of Devontae Morgan conspiracy. I think I heard of that, but I ain't really looked into that. What that was about? I need somebody to call in, join in right quick and tell me what that's about. If you got a conspiracy that you know about, that you believe in, or you want to talk about, or pique your interest, join in right quick and tell me about it. I'll look into it. Because I be into all that. I don't just think one, you got to think outside. You got to think one way, what the classroom teach you, what your teacher taught you, what your parents taught you. And then you get older, you got to expand your thinking. You got to expand your thought process. Loose Booty Dolphins just joined the Instagram. Hit that like button for me, my girl. Welcome to the chat. She got a panel say he went missing in Mount Shasta. I don't know where that's at. Now you gonna give me something. I'm gonna be going down a rabbit hole looking at that tonight. Well, hold on, let me get back to time travel because I'm serious. I'm serious about this time travel shit. She said that's in California. I'm serious about this time travel shit. Do y'all think that's real? Do y'all think it happened? This is my theory on time travel, right? If it can happen, if time travel can happen, it's already happened. If it's possible, it's already happened. Feel what I'm saying? If time travel is real, if it could possibly happen one day, it's already happened. Because somewhere in the future, somebody's already invented time traveling. Somebody already time traveling. So it's already existent in another time. She got a pen to say, I love if time travel was real. What up, Taylor? Just joined the Facebook. Fox Sun just joined the Facebook. Hit that like button for me, y'all. We talking about conspiracy theories right now. Loose Booty Dolphin say definitely possible and has definitely happened already. If time travel is possible, my theory is if it's possible, it's already happened. It's already going on. Because somewhere in the future, that we not there yet, but somewhere in the future, somebody has already created a time machine and could possibly be in this time right now. So straight J, so if they come back to our time, that means it now exists in our time. That's what I'm saying. If it can exist, it already exists. Because somewhere in the future, when this time is done and is invented or created in that past, in that future, they can always come back to where we at right now. This is our present time. Time is present for us, but in the future, this is the past for somebody. You feel what I'm saying? In the future, right now, our present is the past. Hear me out. You heard me, Snoopy, knowing peep what I'm saying. Because when we was children, that was our present at one point in time. Today, that's our past. So if we was to create a time machine today, back then when we was a little child, that time machine already exists. Because now I can go back to that time. So it already existed, even if it didn't exist in that time. One of a Kind Nail just joined the Instagram. We on episode 18, Snoopy Knowing. We covered parents being okay with sleepovers, and then we just jumping into some wild conspiracy theories. I want to know what conspiracy theory that people hear about or something that they've been obsessed with. Because that's the type of person I am. I know reality and I know what go on, but there's a lot of things that we don't know what go on. And I don't dismiss stuff. Straight Chase, I'm my own grandpa. Listen, man, it's a lot of stuff that we can't explain. But also with the time machine, it might not be able to go into the past. You might can only go into the future. Feel what I'm saying? Like the speed of light type of thing. So we know if you going, let's just take space. If you traveling to another planet, it take X amount of light years to get there. It's so far. It ain't measured in miles. It's measured in light years. It'll take you however many light years to get there. And by the time you get to that place, our normal time would have been fast forward 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. So you get there in the present time, but here at home, time is kept rolling at the same pace. Straight J say might not be able to go back to before the machine was created. Nah, the machine can only go, so going forward, so that's what I'm saying. You could go forward in time just by going like faster than a light year. You can speed up time. And come back. The only way you can come back, how can you go backwards in time? I don't see how you can go backwards in time. I get going forward in time, faster than light years. A light year is faster than, you gotta think. So a light year is faster than a second. So if I keep going light years, I'm going far in the future while seconds is only passing. 5, 10, 15, 20. An hour has gone by and I done did however many light years. So I'm already so far ahead, yet the time in our present it's only been a couple minutes, a couple seconds, a couple hours. So that's how I know you can go to the future, but how would you be able to go to the past? Y'all ain't feeling me. Y'all is not feeling me. But see, this is why I be needing y'all to share the page so I can get to different. We gotta stop being so. All I ever see black community involved in is $200 dates, split rent, man versus woman shit. There's too much other stuff going on in the world that we don't cover. She got a pen and said, you branched off. One of a kind now said, I come from old school grandmother and parents. Kids sleep over by us. We couldn't sleep over by other people. And you couldn't sleep over if they didn't meet your parents. The sleepover, so she said, like your grandma and your grandfather, people can sleep, you can sleep over here because we know us. We know what we doing in this household. But my thing has always been the people who are allowing their children to sleep by us. Where did that comfort come from? How was you so trustworthy to allow that? I feel like that's still wild to me. Because as a parent, you can't. I'm not having. My daughter's not having no slumber parties, not having no sleepovers. Number one, because I don't want nobody to feel like something possibly happened, or I don't want nobody to be worried about nothing. I don't want nobody to say I did something. I don't want to walk in a room. I don't want to walk in a bathroom when somebody changing or taking a bath. I don't want to have no situations or no instances where somebody could possibly think something was what it wasn't. And same thing with my child. I don't know what's going on at this household. I don't want to put nobody in no sticky situation. I'm not putting my child in a sticky situation. So the sleepover thing, that's just out. That's never going to happen. Unless it's like with her cousins. Like I said, they all the same age. They all girls. And my cousins, we all first cousins. We all grew up together. Slept at each other's house. Growing up, the trust is there. I know what's going on with them. Ain't no sleepovers other than that. One of a kind now said, my grandmother and mom always feeding people, so that's where that comfort come from. And they didn't tolerate no bullshit. Facts. Loose Booty Dolphin said, I also don't allow kids over who aren't being raised in environments that I don't support. Yeah, and that's what I was saying too, because you don't know the stuff that these kids allowed to do. You let your child sleep over at a house, but you don't know what they're allowing their kids to do. What type of videos they allow their children to look at. What type of stuff on Instagram they're allowed to look at. They got cell phones. You don't know how these children being raised, how they being watched, how they being governed. So I wouldn't let my child, because I don't know what's going on over there. And then also, like I said, with the parents, I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know if y'all having card games at the house. I don't know if you got crazy cousins and crazy friends coming over at the house. I don't know if y'all fighting and fussing at y'all house all the time. I'm not just allowing my child to come to y'all house because y'all seem like good people. I don't know how good y'all are. No matter how cool we are, how much time we spend together, we go out to dinner or have a double date or whatever the case is. I don't know how y'all handle yourself in y'all house. She got a pan to say, I'm the mama cooking for the whole floor in my building. That's why I have these kids here. But they go home at bedtime. And listen, kids need them type of parents and type of family friends and that experience in their life. Because everybody don't have that. Everybody don't offer that. But it's a slippery slope because you gotta trust that person. But a lot of these parents, they don't even put second thought into it. You cooking for these kids and they at your house and you probably wondering how your mom just let you over here. Lucky she don't know nothing about me. She lucky I'm a good person. She don't know nothing about me. He don't know nothing about me. But your child over here every day, eating at my house, staying in my house for hours, and you don't know nothing about me. That's a lot of parents who do this. One of a kind Neil said, bingo. Yeah, the sleepover thing is that ain't what's happening. We could go kick it, we could chill there for half the night. Then it's time to go home. Loose Booty Bucket said yes, and then you ain't call or nothing. Right, you don't check on these kids. You don't find out if I need something. If I've been cooking and feeding for your children, you might want to hit me up. Hey, I got a few dollars. You go, you be feeding the kids all the time. Here, a couple dollars. Go restock your fridge up, restock your pantry. She got a parent that their mama eat here too though. Well, that's good. But there's a lot of instances where the parents don't. And I think we too lackadaisical with our children's safety, y'all. I think we gotta take that. That's above education. That's above everything. Their safety is above everything. If I can't do nothing else, if I can't provide for them, if I can't educate them, feed them, whatever, if I can't do none of that, the number one thing that I could do is protect my children. And I take that so serious. Arlene Nash said when my kids was growing up, I had the Kool-Aid house. The way I knew where my kids were. That way I knew where the kids was. Right, so it's always parents that's allowing other kids at their house. But the thing is, where's y'all parent? How is y'all parent allowing this? Because I ain't allowing my children to be all over at y'all house. How is they allowing y'all to just be all over at my house all the time? Eating and drinking up all my food all the time. But God bless y'all, the parents that's doing that and allowing these kids to have that safe space and that protective space. Shout out to y'all. Parents who allowing y'all kids just to be all over the place, y'all got to do better. Before we get out of here one more time, I want to read the comment of the night. It came from It's Lexus World. Said, I'm a young parent and I see a lot of girls raising their kids based off how strict their parents was. So they try to be everything but the mean parent, quote unquote mean parent. She said kids need structure. That's a big problem with going on. Y'all want to be so friendly with y'all kids because y'all was smothered as a child, but you not recognizing the dangers that's going on out there. Shelly said, that's definitely my house. I definitely let the kids come to mine. I'd rather know where my daughter is, and I know she's, let me see what the rest of that comment say, and I know she's safe. Facts. So I'm seeing a lot of parents where they the ones or everybody coming to their house. And on the flip side, they not allowing their children to go to nobody else's house. So it's funny to me. You got parents who know this is not a cool, I ain't comfortable with this, with my child being somewhere. But if y'all kids gonna come here, I'm responsible enough and I'm trustworthy enough to watch your kids, feed your kids, take care of your kids, and return them back home to you safe in one piece. She got a parent that said, my mama adopted my best friend after fostering her for a year. These safe places are needed. Absolutely. So that's why I say shout out to y'all who keeping that tradition alive, who kids could trust and get home safe and have an experience. But mine ain't having no sleepovers. And I ain't having no sleepovers here. Now if all her little cousins won't come here, cool. If she won't go by her cousins, cool. And cousins, when I say cousins, I mean like my close cousins who I grew up with. I know down the line cousins, I gotta get to know you first. I gotta get to really understand and see where you at first before I even think about that. Shelly said their parents don't give a fuck. They just so happen they don't have to watch them. Teenagers and all, it's truly sad. It is a sad thing. It is a sad thing that people just don't protect their children. I'm just big on that. I got 2 girls. Maybe I'm a girl dad. Maybe that's my thing. I'm just big on protecting my children. If I can't do nothing for them, I'm going to protect them. Like I said earlier in the episode, I told my babies, no matter what's going on, no matter what happened, if you lost, if you're in a situation with these school shootings, anything, just know daddy coming. I'm coming. Don't go nowhere. Don't leave. Don't be scared. Don't think I'm not coming because I'm coming and ain't nobody going to stop me from coming. Because I take protecting them that serious. Like, that's the most important thing to me. So a sleepover would never be, like I explained to my baby, it's nothing I would never agree to. I'm not there to protect you. And I can't be everywhere to protect you. I know that. But I'm not going to allow you to go in somewhere that could potentially be harm's way, knowing I can't get there to protect you and I'm not there. So I don't know how people do that. Loose Booty Dolphin said, oh no, little baby can't go nowhere. Homie don't play that. Yeah, facts. We could go to the parties. If it's a slumber party, we could go to the beginning part of the party. You could stay and hang there all night. But guess what? If me and my wife ain't staying downstairs or staying at that house on the premises somewhere, Toward the end of the night, all right, baby, it's time to go. We're going home. And they understand that and they know that. I explain that to them. And they appreciate it. My baby say it all the time. They call me super daddy. They tell me that I'm going to protect them. They know that I'm going to beat somebody up for them. They know. So y'all gotta preach this stuff to y'all children. Don't just tell them they can't go. Don't just tell them they don't need to go because I said you can't go. Explain to them. Break it down to them. Children smart, man. They get this stuff. Shelly said on Facebook, 100%. That's my thing with my kids. I'm going to ride and slide every time. Ain't nothing going to stop me from getting my babies. I see all these school shootings and the parents waiting outside and the police stopping them. Man, listen. Ain't nothing stopping me from getting my babies. Like 50, I'm going to die trying. I got to get to my babies. And I cannot allow my babies to go in no iffy situation. Sleepovers? Hell no. What? That's not even a thought. It's not even a thought. My children, my cousin, she older, my older cousin, like older, I say she like 60. She be wanting to keep the girls over sometimes. And I love her. I trust her. I trust her with the girls. The girls go spend time over there all the time. She watch them. They go out to dinner. They go. But it's just something about them sleeping at night somewhere that I'm just not comfortable with. And I told her that. It has nothing to do with her. It has nothing to do with her husband. I trust him. I'm around them all the time. They at my house. We at their house. I trust them. But it's just when it come to that, before I even had children, that was set in stone in my mind. That I just can't do that. It's not going to happen. So when she asking a girl to sleep over, you know, I'll be like, hey, I'm going to talk to their mama. We gonna debate it. But most of the time, it's my wife going to agree, and I'm going to agree that we just not comfortable with having the girls sleep outside of the house. And it ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. That's just how we feel, and we feel like they best and safest bet is at home in their bed with us downstairs, could get up the steps in a second if something go wrong. What up, Ryan? Just join on Facebook. Hit that like button for me. Everybody on Facebook, on Instagram, episode 18, Snoopy Knowing. We talked about parents being okay with sleepovers. We jumped into a few of these conspiracy theories. I lost a couple of y'all along the way. Y'all ain't really conspiracy theorists. So I won't be bringing these topics back up because y'all don't want to talk about conspiracy theory. Y'all got to think outside the box, man. Think outside the bun. There's a lot going on in this world behind our closed doors that we don't know about. Stay woke. But at the end of the day, man, we're going to get out of here. Coming up on an hour, a little over an hour. Episode 18, I appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the YouTube page, man. The YouTube link is in my bio on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube, like the Instagram, and follow the Instagram page. Y'all, when I post something, when I post a reel, when I post a story, when I post a video, hit that like and share button for me. We got to beat the algorithm. I got people following the page, but it's not getting out to the people that's following the page. I got material that's not even reaching the people who follow me. Houston kids say sound like Terrence Howard. Where you even come from, dog? I didn't know you was in here. Straight J say 18, coming up on 20 fast. Facts. 20 episodes. That's 20 weeks y'all been rocking with me. 20 weeks I've been going. I think I only missed 1 week since we've been doing this, y'all. If you got any topics you want to talk about, you want to hear about, hit me up, DM me on the Instagram, give me a topic. But episode 18, I appreciate y'all. It's been a good one. No sleepovers. Shout out to the parents who watching everybody else's kids. Shout out to the parents that's letting their kids just go wherever. I need y'all to do better. Snoopy Knowing, episode 18. Good night, y'all.